Trader Joe's inspired meal. Hello guys, welcome back to another episode. Tonight we're doing a quick overnight trip over in Lake Havasu. We're camping out here over on Craggy Wash Road, which we've been out here before, but we are in a different camp spot right now. We spent the day today just kind of hanging out in Lake Havasu, walking around, exploring, getting some food, getting some drink. It was a good day. Low 80s out here, so it's super nice. It was awesome seeing all the boats out. This is what we got packed tonight. Got our sleeping bags, got the truck tote, which I put into a brand new Pelican. And I'm actually gonna replace this one with another Plano case. That way we can stand and sit on it to help us get up into the GFC whenever we're ready for bed. We also got our extra table, got some Max Tracks over there, got the bathroom, got a tote of a bunch of different stuff. Got Rio a new sleeping bag here. We got some shoes, our pillow, got an extra blanket over there. Inside of here we have an extra light candle. We got our alcohol burning stove, the flicker, and that's about it. We'll do a full walk around tomorrow after we get camp set up. So we got the truck converted into lounge mode is what I'm calling it, where we can put the chair inside here and just hang out, stand up in here. Rio's got her brand new sleeping bag. How you liking that, Rio?
She's going pizza tonight.
Alright guys, on the menu tonight, this is a totally Trader Joe's inspired meal. We got some tzatziki, which is really good. We got this curry white chicken salad, chicken tikka masala, some Indian style bread, got some veggies, got some drink. Hanging out in lounge mode. It actually gets pretty toasty in here. We had to start the fan and open up a window, but overall, pretty cool little setup. At least someplace we can kind of hang out, and then we don't have to get out to set the bed up. We can just set the bed up while we're all still inside here. All right, good morning guys. So today I'm going to give you guys a quick run through of the Nissan Frontier with the GFC on it. We've been loving this setup, but let me give you guys a quick update on the truck itself as well. I have done some upgrades since my last truck video, so let's take a look. This is a 2012 Nissan Frontier SL edition. We now have the GFC Go Fast Camper V2, which is available for the Nissan Frontier now. I do have a 5-foot bed, and this is a 4-wheel drive truck. So first up, we got our barely standing bathroom tent. We did get a brand new one called Elephant Green, which this has been doing pretty well. The material that it's put together with is really nice. We don't have it staked down to the ground, that's why it's kind of moving around. Got the standard bathroom. It has a little toilet paper holder, and then you can also use this as a shower. This thing is supposed to be non-see-through, so I got some Bilstein 5100s on the rear and back, so I think you can probably see them right there. This is a bull guard from Rough Country. Nissan Frontier does not have a lot of aftermarket parts, but that's one of the ones I was able to find, was that bull guard. In the cockpit, don't have much. I usually keep some gloves here on the side, got a plastic bag, some Germex lotion, a Midland radio that I run, but I also do have a Bofang radio as well. Gear pouch in the middle. I have a small 300-watt inverter. The reason why I had this was so I could recharge the Goal Zero while we were driving. So this is an actual Goal Zero charger. Plug it in directly into the truck. So now this charges the Goal Zero while we drive instead of having it go through the inverter. And then back here we do have a little fan for Rio. Back right behind me, this is Rio's spot right here. Usually keep some dog bowls, got some sunscreen. This is all of our clothes that we usually bring. And then right here we do have another USB powered fan. Got the Dometic here. Got the first aid kit here. We usually keep a map up at the top. I got some hats usually sitting on the top up here too. Rio's got a little dog bed down here. And then all of my tire changeover stuff is actually right behind this seat. So we actually keep some of our sleeping bags inside of that big stuff pack, because inside the GFC there isn't a lot of room in there. That's one of the things I really do miss about the rooftop tent, is we are able to store all of our gear inside the rooftop tent and not have to worry about packing anything extra. But with the GFC, unfortunately, we do have to pack at least one extra stuff bag like that for our sleeping bags. An upgrade on the GFC that I did purchase was adding the back window. So this was an additional upgrade, and then as well as the back window over there towards the cab. Those were all optional upgrades, as well as this side door right here. So this is a full door. I believe the GFC comes with this big front door right here, but this side door right here, this big one, and the other side door as well, right over here, those are all extra, so you have to actually pay extra for those. But the GFC stock will come with those small windows here on the side, and then this really big window on the back. But I am glad that I did get the 2 back windows, so this back window and that back window right there, because from the driver's seat now I can see right through the back, which is really nice. When I had the rooftop tent on, when it was such a low profile right here, I never used my back window anymore. So we're trying to figure out, how to put lights up and stuff. Even my paper towel holder, which I had a really good way of holding the paper towels on the rooftop tent, but over here I think we figured out a pretty good solution. I'm just hanging a bungee right here and then attaching it to one of the rails over here. One big difference here and how the GFC is connected to the actual truck bed. If you guys have seen my install videos, you guys will know that I had to remove my Utilitrax on the side right here, as well as the rooftop crossbars over the cab. That was kind of a bummer to me, because the Tacomas, they were actually able to install the GFC directly into the Tacoma tracks. But unfortunately for the Frontiers, at least as of right now, we are not able to keep those on. When I was at GFC, I was talking to the guys there, and they said that the clamps, that the Utilitrack rails on the Frontier are much larger in comparison to the Tacomas. I'm still trying to figure out if I want to do something more permanent inside of the bed. Before, on my rooftop tent, after I get it packed in the back over here, I really couldn't reach it again. Having the ability to just open up the sides like this is amazing. We also kind of use it for some shade as well, so you can really hang out underneath this, which is really nice. And all of the windows of the GFC, they all open, and then they also all have a bug net on them, so I can actually roll these up and then just completely open it up in there. So moving on to the rest of the truck. So we do have a Dometic CFX3 45 liter. Got, you know, it can hold quite a bit of food. It'll probably last us for a good couple days. I am running the Goal Zero Yeti 400, which again is being charged with that car charger whenever we're driving, and then right now whenever we're parked, that's what powers the Dometic. The Dometic on its own does not have its own battery. In the back here, I also do have some Reflectix, and so it really helps with keeping the heat down inside the cab. And then over here, beanies, gloves, some binoculars in here. This is my entire camera bag. So if you guys are interested in to see, you know, what I use to make videos, you can definitely check those out here. And then that is pretty much it for the cab. Nothing really special. I think the biggest thing, you know, I did just get this because my last one broke, and I do keep a K-bar in the front right here. I'm looking for a better way to mount my phone. The Frontier, again, the lack of mods that it has is quite sad, so I'm currently utilizing this, which is a piece of crap, because every time I get on dirt trails, this thing falls apart. We do have some other gear down here. So this is the truck tote. I've started using the Plano so that we can use it as a stepping stool into the truck. We also got a shoe bag over here. We got the Max Tracks, well, the fake Max Tracks, and then we kind of have a all-around garage storage. This just has like the extra blankets, my tripod, some lights, Rio sleeping bag, food and stuff, all usually sitting here, and then I can easily put it all into the back. So all of these panels do open all the way to the top, and it comes with a carabiner that you can use to roll this up with. So you can roll them up like that, and then you can essentially just clip them up at the top. So each one of the floors has a hard side and then a soft side. All of these windows open, as you can see. I'm actually going to close this because it's pretty windy today. All of the zippers are really nice. They give you a bungee towards the wedge of the tent. That way it kind of pulls the sides in whenever you're closing it. You can take this off whenever you need to, but you want to make sure you have this connected whenever you're closing up the tent. So up here, this is where all of your carabiners sit. So this is where you can actually roll up all of the windows and the bug nets. Pretty good amount of space. It is a little bit smaller than our rooftop tent. GFC mattress in here is a little bit firm, but I mean, I'm a back sleeper, so this actually doesn't bother me too much. Carly's a side sleeper, but she's been pretty comfortable in here as far as she has told me. I'm gonna close myself in here. So the floors can just go in like this, or you can use them on this side. So you can turn this area into a standing desk by flipping the floors, so I can actually stand in here and work if I wanted to. So I just want to show you guys that, you know, that's kind of how you would come in to the GFC and also go out of the GFC. Usually the best way to get in is either we put a chair right here or put a tote of some sort. That way you can kind of launch yourself up. Otherwise you can use the side rails right here. All you gotta do is there you go. So now we are inside. So I can jump down. There is an optional ladder that you can buy that actually can attach to the outside of these big side windows here. It's a telescoping ladder that GFC sells that you can buy extra. We've been talking about it. I don't think we're gonna go get one just because, I mean, it's easy enough for us to jump in and out of the tent on our own. There we go. And there are these little straps right here, so you can grab hold of either of the floors and move them around. We're using this big stuff sack to hold all of our sleeping bags, and then we have 2 additional pillows that we use just because, you know, we like to be comfy out here. But I am looking for a stuff sack for these pillows. One new addition that we do have here is the mountain hatch. I did get this for my birthday. One of the few mods that are made for the Nissan Frontier. I definitely like it. However, I have been noticing that it's not the strongest. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, so I've literally had this thing on for about 2 weeks, and from my normal stuff, just kind of dragging around and, you know, using my tailgate as a truck tailgate, it's getting quite beat up. There's some serious deep cuts. Not the most impressed with it. I think there's probably something a lot better out there that can handle being a truck tailgate, obviously. Food safe, so you can actually cut food and stuff on it. And all I'm dragging across it is, like, you know, my tote boxes. It's not like I'm dragging knives across it, so I'm a little bit disappointed about that. So, but again, one of the very few Frontier mods. There's not a lot, and these are the few that I have found. All right, guys, we are packed up and ready to go. So easy to take down camp, and because we have so much more room inside the truck bed, I'm able to just stuff a lot more in there. So let me show you guys how we take down the bed up here. It's usually the last thing that I do. Back when we were doing the rooftop tent, this was always the first thing that I would do. Here I did buy some crossbars, so they call these their beef racks, and essentially when the GFC is closed, you can carry about 500 to 600 pounds on top. So if you have like wood or something like that you want to carry, you can actually drape it on top of the GFC. To be able to deploy the tent though, it can only withstand about 75 pounds on it. You do have the ability to lock the GFC on the side, the tent itself, but then you do have locks on all of the side panels here, and you can also take off the side panels if you ever needed to. If you needed to haul something a lot larger, anything like that, all of these panels on the side here actually all come off. There's only 2 straps. It's these 2 right here. So these just clamp down, and then you literally just push it up and it goes up on its own with some struts. Side panels here all have the same lock. To close the tailgate, you do need to make sure this is up. Close this up. And I will mention that this is not 100% dust proof. It does the best it can. It does have some gussets here that you know will keep some of the dust out, but as you can see, like right here, there is a little bit of dust that will go through. Over here, I did notice when I get a car wash, some water does go down through here. So just a couple things to keep in mind, because I was thinking about putting something more permanent or building something more permanent inside of here, but with the water and the potential dust, I kind of like the modular aspect of having the totes and just kind of being able to rearrange them however I need to. Eventually here, probably in the next year, I will be getting new tires after these tires, you know, kind of get worn out. These are the Toyo AT3s. They've been doing great, but I will probably get something with most likely a smaller wheel so I can get some more meat on the tires, probably a 16 or a 17, and then maybe continue on with the AT3s. We'll see. I might get something beefier. And then I do plan on getting a swing out tire carrier, most likely the ones by Rigid. That way I don't have to replace my bumper. I can just get the swing out tire carrier, which actually comes out with a table on the side, and I can still use my trailer hitch, and with the swing out over here I can actually attach my bikes to it. So we got some new electric bikes, if you guys haven't seen, so I'm trying to figure out a good way to transport them whenever we're on the road and on the trail. That is about it, guys. We are gonna go find some food. We're gonna go check out this place called Culver's. Supposedly, Culver's is a Midwest version of In-N-Out. So, let's go. see if this measures up to in and out.